Hi, I'm Don Miley. Welcome to this pandemic home edition of Nuclear Myth-Busting, Idaho National Laboratories series dedicated to answering nuclear questions. If you have any burning questions about nuclear power or the research done at INL, please leave them in the comments below. Today's question comes from Joe, who asks, I've heard we really don't need nuclear power when other alternatives like wind and solar exist. Is that true? Well, Joe, let's dig in and look at how nuclear compares to wind and solar. In 2019, wind and solar combined for 10% of the United States electricity, while nuclear supplied 20%. Nuclear provided twice as much electricity as wind and solar, and it accounted for over half of our carbon-free electricity. In fact, to replace one nuclear power plant, you would need 3 million solar panels. One challenge with relying entirely on wind and solar power is that they are intermittent sources. They work well only when the sun is shining and the wind is blowing. According to the Department of Energy, nuclear power plants operate at maximum efficiency 92% of the time, compared to 26% for solar and 37% for wind. Since we need reliable electricity 24/7, intermittent sources need backup power like nuclear energy. Since energy storage technology, like giant batteries, is not advanced enough to store energy from wind and solar, a combination of carbon-free technologies is needed to meet our needs. By combining nuclear energy with intermittent sources like wind and solar, we can have enough electricity at peak times and sell excess energy and heat to industry when the grid has all it needs. New advanced reactors are even able to load follow, or reduce the amount of electricity they make when wind and solar are working, then increase the electricity they make when the wind is not blowing and the sun is not shining. So Joe, as we've learned, even though wind and solar contribute to add to the grid, they'll never be enough on their own to meet the nation's growing clean energy needs. That'll do it for this edition of Mythbusting. Thanks for joining us. Please be sure to follow INL on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or go to inl.gov to read stories about some of the other incredible research that takes place here. See you next time.